To know Brittany is to know a few things. One is that I always wanted to start my own YouTube channel. Two is I love animals. So when I lost my dog, he was really my inspiration to get out here and do what I needed to do for me and my own happiness, because he was a big part of my happiness. Um, and 2023 has taught me so much. And the craziest part of it all is I'm not upset. I'm not sad anymore. I just have a new lease on life. But it all started because in December, I prayed a prayer to God, which I won't reveal what I prayed for, but I asked Him to show me certain things within myself and in my surroundings. And when I asked that, He showed me a lot of people around me and a lot of ways that I was upset at people. And it was really a reflection upon myself, because I was upset about the negative things that they were doing and saying, which were negative qualities that were within me that I needed to get rid of. So I seen that a lot of people that I was around were miserable because I was miserable. And misery truly does love company. So when I actually started to put my best foot forward and make positive changes in my life and in my attitude and in just the way I carried myself and who I was as a person, I noticed that a lot of those miserable people in my life started to disappear because they preferred me miserable, because misery loves company. Not only did they prefer me miserable because they needed the company, but they lost something to gossip about when I wasn't on the phone with them, constantly complaining and feeding that demon, so to speak. Other than that, it was a lot of my family that I held on a very high pedestal, because like I'm a family girl. Like I love my family still to this day. Even though we've been through some things this year, I still have a lot of love for my family. I appreciate them and they help me still. Just by teaching me certain things that I wouldn't have wanted to learn from no one else in the world. Like I think I would be far more hurt if a stranger did this to me, and I would be a lot less forgiving if a stranger did some of the things that I've been through to me. So when I lost my dog, it really showed me how to deal with grief, one, by myself, and two, to not allow people's opinions of what I'm doing and what I'm going through to affect how I feel. When you go through something really hard and say it's just a breakup and you tell all your friends and family about it, they mainly tell you how to feel. Like, oh no, forget that person, and I would do this and I would do that. And it starts to change the way you initially felt about the situation. And you take on their feelings of anger and things like that because they're reaching from an experience that they had. And it doesn't necessarily correlate with what you're going through at that moment in time. So I really had to distance myself to process things for myself. And I feel like that isolation allowed me to get closer to God. And once I got closer to God and He began to speak to me and let me know that I needed to go ahead and do some things for me that I was putting off because I was just so there for everybody else, like friends and family, boyfriends and things like that, to the point where I would put them before myself. And I missed out on a lot of things in life because I was always putting someone before myself, trying to help solve their problems instead of focusing on my goals. So now I have the time to do so. And I said that I will put this information out there for other people on YouTube because I just felt like my family and friends weren't appreciating my service and my advice, which I know I'm a very wise person. So I just wanted to be a help to somebody else out there. You know, just hoping that my videos reach someone and let them know that they can move past whatever they're going through. If they have toxic family members, toxic friends, toxic boyfriend, girlfriend, that it's okay to choose you in those situations that you know aren't working. And if you have a dream, to go after that dream, no matter what anybody says, and move past the fear of judgment, because that was a lot of the reasons that I didn't start my YouTube channel back in 2008 when I originally was put onto YouTube and was like, oh my God, this is for me. Like, I can do this, you know. But I did have to go through some things, and I did have to grow before I was able to actually gain the confidence to get on this camera and actually have something worth talking about.